they're not. It's the 2000s they're bringing back.
No!
Well, I posted it in the Discord. Hang on, let me show you. Here's what's coming
This
back.
makes me sad. I like the Mexi Melt.
It's under Mike's favorite things. Let me just show you real quick, and then we'll start. How do I share screen?
I'm now very sad.
Got busted to share screen last night, right in the middle of the live show. It was like awesome.
You like that? You like how I just showed that?
Oh, wait, Discord. Hang on. Share. He came in hot with it. Okay, hang on. That's not it. Oh, this was awesome though. That kid in the Little League World Series, his lower third said,
crushes his teacher.
On his teacher, and he says, "Sup, Miss Stevens."
It was Mrs. Stevens too at that.
That is so good. Take your shot, kid. Take your shot. Okay, hang on. Let me find the thing. Hang on, let me go over here. Here it is, right here. The Decades menu. Let's go click on it.
Okay, cool. Oh,
the chili cheese burrito. I get that every week. I've had that every week for years. Like it's not on the menu, but I order it. It's just an off menu item, but it's $3. Maybe it'll go back to like $1 like it used to be. But I used to get the Cool Ranch Dorito.
Yeah, the Cool Ranch Dorito logo. Yeah, that was good.
That is so smoking. That is a great thing. And the 7-Eleven burrito is really good too. And the double taco, I get that. I love that thing too because it's got like beans on the outside. But see, I get something called double stack taco, which isn't quite as good, but the double decker taco is better.
I could maybe be down for the chili cheese burrito.
Oh, dude, the chili cheese burritos are addicting. Oh,
I bet.
Good.
But I am sad about the Mexi Melt.
That was on the last thing.
I know, and I ate the heck out of that when it came out. So
yeah, I think that was like the 70s.
No, that was the 80s.
No, it was the 90s or 80s.
80s or 90s. Yeah. Maybe it was the 90s. But yeah, it was definitely like, because I was a kid when I used to eat those. So
yeah, Pam loves those too. Okay, how do I stop?
Oh, man. Now I'm sad. I think I'm having tacos for dinner, though. So okay.
Scott and I both had that last night.
Mm-hmm.
Stop screen. Okay, there we go. We had homemade taco because Mallory's like, can we have homemade tacos for my last night before school starts? Like,
oh, yeah. Okay.
Let's go. All right. Let's see. Oh, my dad called me this morning. He's like, I can't wait to meet that. Tell that grounds crew guy I want to meet him from your podcast. We're going to be out in Cleveland on Friday. I'm like, all right then. So he knows that I talk about him all the time. So they're gonna meet up on Friday out in Cleveland.
Well, that's interesting.
Yep. All right, we're there. We're live on Instagram. Ooh, I do not see Billy.
Better connection. I just keep like getting choppy. I don't know why.
Got some weather. Hello, everybody on Instagram. We got a lot of folks on Instagram. Instagram is jamming today. Hello, Instagram. Rob over on YouTube. Shout out, Rob. All right. We need questions today. We have a longer-ish question for the first one, so be ready.
Okay.
Here we go. So this is 27:48. We just had a crazy lightning strike outside my window a second ago. So if I jump, that is why. Jason is in the house. 27:48. Here we go. Welcome to episode 2748 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a great week. So glad you're here as we tackle some of your listener questions with the best team on the planet, Scotty G and Rikki. Of course, Pam is part of that team, but she is down. You know, you got to go to Walt Disney World to stay in touch with all the happenings. She's down there celebrating Halloween already in the heat of Central Florida, which we talked about on Sunday night's live call-in show. But we're here today in our temperature-controlled studios scattered around the country, and we're going to talk some Disney. So joining us today for must-see adventures up in Michigan, where I'm sure it's very comfortable this time of year, Scotty G. What's up, Scott?
Happy Wednesday. It was actually kind of warm. It's 85 degrees right now, but it feels kind of hot. Like when I left my cold office today, like I was instantly just like sweating when I hit the parking lot, but I'm not mad about it because I want to soak up as much summertime left as I can. But yeah, just enjoying the week so far. Off to a good start, and yeah, ready to answer some listener questions.
2 days, right? 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days. I was going to talk about it on Friday's episode, but yeah, 2 days. Oh
That's
boy,
right. We'll get there.
we're hanging in there. We're hanging in there so far this week, but we'll see how I'm doing on Friday.
All righty, and also joining us we have Rikki. She's from. I almost said I thought you almost gave you the Pam. I was the co-owner. I was giving you the co-owner of Disney World After All.com.
Well,
You're not the co-owner. You're the full owner.
I'm the full owner of a Disney World After All.com. Yeah.
You have the whole thing. I was like, she's not the co-owner. She's got the whole dang thing. It's
sure
Rikki, and also, well, you're not the owner of the Mouse for Less. That's Pam and other people.
Yeah.
You. She's not here. You run the show. So there you go. She's the way the mice will play.
Don't tell. Don't tell.
Nobody let her listen to the show. What's up, Rikki? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Yeah, I'm actually going to be in your neck of the woods. So, Mr. Roman.
Are you going to be in St. Louis or Jeff City? Where are you going to be?
Well, it's going to be a 50-50 split. So, yeah, I'll be like cruising through St. Louis, and then I will be on my way to Jeff City, and then we're coming back. We're gonna hit up the zoo on Friday because I really want to take Lucy to the zoo. So
let's be clear, because in my world, the zoo is in Columbia, Missouri.
Yeah, no, I mean the actual zoo with like
animals.
lions and tigers and bears. Yeah, that one.
Okay. I just like the tigers. That's
yeah.
what I prefer. Okay.
Yeah, I want to take Lucy to the actual zoo because the St. Louis Zoo is the best zoo in the country, and it is one of my favorite places in the entire world, and I really want her to see the amazing zoo there. I mean, they have polar bears and penguins and the ape house, and it's such a great place, and I miss it so much. And it's actually where Brian and I had our second date. So yeah, that's kind of a nice little tie there too. So we're gonna go to the zoo, and then we have to go back down to Jefferson City, have dinner with his family, extended family. Lucy gets to hang out with all her cousins and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a quick trip though, because we'll be back on Saturday. So but it'll be. Now, the part that I'm more concerned about is we're flying in, and so we're flying with the 2-year-old, which makes me very nervous because I haven't flown with a 2-year-old. So, and she's a very active 2-year-old. So I'm not looking forward to this at all. I'm flying with a dog too. The dog I'm not worried about.
You're flying with both? Oh my gosh, I'm glad I'm not on that flight. So
yeah, we drug the dog
to STL. Do not. Yeah, I would not want to be on that flight.
The dog is drugged. She's fine. So yeah,
it's also so ugly it's cute. But go ahead.
Yes, she is so ugly that it's cute. Yes, but yeah, so we're bringing the dog and the 2-year-old on the plane. Please pray for me now.
I'm praying for Brian as well. Yes.
Yes, we need all the prayers in the world.
Which I do often. Yes.
I've literally been stressing out about this flight for a year, and that's no joke. I've actually been stressing out about this flight because I've known for a year that we were going to do this, and I just need to breathe.
You'll make it. It's not that far. It's like halfway to Florida for me, so you're good. Real quick, did you know your friend Stephanie was on the show Monday?
Stephanie, oh God.
I didn't ask her last name.
Stephanie Mera. Well, that was her.
She was in your car in driver's ed.
Yes, Stephanie Mera, but that's her maiden name. I don't remember what her married name is now, but yes, Stephanie Mera. Yes. Yeah, that's awesome. Yay.
Yeah,
we're
talking driver's ed stories on Monday.
Yeah, we definitely did driver's ed together. That's one thing, like, obviously they don't do anymore, but when we were in high school, we took driver's ed while we were in high school, and it was like a high school class that we took, and that was
high school. So who was your driver's ed teacher? Do you remember?
Oh God, I don't remember. No, I don't. I really don't remember. I don't.
Yeah, left a great impression with you.
I know.
It doesn't matter. Let's get to the Disney talk. I just wondered because your friend was on the show on Monday. We talked to Hazelwood Central members. We talked about going across the Alton Bridge.
That's cool. Yeah, the Alton Bridge is something.
It's definitely something. All right. And also, we'll talk about this on Friday. We saw something in the Discord about cruising in a family who had been on the cruise ship so many times. You got to go to the Disney Cruise Line channel. It's been the talk of the day, and it still boggles my mind. Scott, you saw that, right?
Oh my God. That's all I keep thinking about.
So just for cruise fans, you got to go over to the Discord, brspodcast.com/clubhouse, go into the Disney Cruise Line channel. What was the real quick? Was it like how many cruises have they been on?
I think it was 125 cruises since like 2003 or something, maybe like that.
Wow.
But it
And
was
they listed them all on their door. That's how we
they
saw
saw them on the
people-
door, and there's so many like back to backs, and I think there was one stretch where they did 31 straight nights, and like I mean, it sounds awesome, right? My first thought was like the cost, the time off,
Yes.
so they must be like retired or something.
Yeah.
All I could think of. But then it's like, would you get burned out on the cruise food after a while?
Ooh,
like,
right.
like I would get burned out on cruise
Yeah,
food.
I get
after
that.
like 31 days. But maybe like if you're going to cool parts though, you're just eating at port.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. That's true.
So it just depends on where you're going, I think. But 929 days, 155 cruises. And that was the best thing too, Mike. They had all their futures on there too.
Yes.
Awesome.
So just think about how many like placeholders. Like I would love to be their travel agent if I was a travel agent. My
Right.
God.
Right. Chances are they probably are a travel agent, I would guess.
Yeah.
I mean, when I saw this, I mean, I would guess they probably own an agency.
They're probably
If-
a Florida resident that
Yeah, I would, if I had to guess, they probably own a travel agency. They probably work from the ship. That was my first.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That was my first thought because it's easy to do. 900. So like you said, Jason came through 929 days. The dude is a numbers machine. 155 cruises because they had a basically like they're I put magnets on my door. I'm like a kindergartner, right? I decorate my door like coloring in with Crayola. These people had a spreadsheet, like it looked like Excel, on the door. And so then the discussion immediately, like, so, because with the Discord, you hear all the boop, 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 when people are posting. I'm like, what's going on? Like, did Disney drop it? Something happened? Like, what's going? No, but it was all this discussion, like, and it was that, and it was a great discussion because like Dennis, who's he helps everybody out in the channel. Like, would you get burned out on? Because a lot of them are Bahamian and Caribbean cruises, which means you'd be going to Nassau and all these ports, Cozumel, Grand Cayman, Jamaica, St. Thomas, because there's only like 5 or 6 destinations you would hit over and over.
Yes.
There's not so many things you could do in those ports. So yeah, I mean, I mean, I wouldn't get burned out. I guess I would though. Like after a little bit, that's excessive. I think. I mean, I love cruising. I love cruising. But I mean, I don't know, man. That might even push my limits. I was trying to think.
It might. it might push my limits too. It's just that is a whole lot of cruising. But I love the staff. I love being taken care of. Like you hear about people like retiring on cruise ships, right? And that's kind of what that sounded like to me a little bit. But what was one of the craziest things to me in all those stats is that I don't have a single cruise that I've taken that overlapped with that family. I've never cruised with that person.
That's crazy.
Before. Like you would think like the odds would be pretty good. Like they've done 155 cruises and I'm about to have my 10th year coming up and not a single one like was on the same one as them. It's crazy.
And I think we saw listener KC in there is going to be on a cruise with them. And he said to find him and invite him for a drink and, have a conversation. I would love to find out like what the story is with that family. Cause that's pretty cool. That couple, I think it is. All right, let's get to the email here. And we have a question from Zach, who is in North Carolina. So stick with me. This one's like 3 paragraphs. I have a question that I need your insight on. Here's some background info to set the context for the question. Context is key, he says. My wife and I are headed down to Walt Disney World the second week of September for a stay with our 3 children, 7-year-old daughter, soon to be 3-year-old daughter, and a 10-month-old son. We're staying at Port Orleans French Quarter. My wife and I have done Disney numerous times with our oldest daughter. We were annual pass holders for some years prior to 2021, but our last trip was almost 4 years ago with only 1 kid. We're very excited to return and have been catching up on a lot that has changed with Lightning Lane and the new rides, shows that are now available. We're planning for 4 park days without the park hopper, but getting Lightning Lane, both Magic Kingdom days, along with single rider Tron and Guardians, because we've not done either of those. With that being said, we plan on arriving on Sunday and enjoying our day at the resort. Our park days are going to be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're going to take a rest, pool, resort hopping day on Wednesday. We will visit 3 parks on this trip: Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Magic Kingdom twice. Our plans are set with Thursday visiting Magic Kingdom because we have our little boy's first haircut reserved for the Harmony Barbershop Thursday at 11 o'clock a.m. We're going to close out our trip on Friday at Hollywood Studios to avoid the Magic Kingdom party night and Epcot weekend crowd. Now we finally get to the question. I had to set the scene, he says. On Monday and Tuesday of our trip, which parks should we do on that day? I have always heard to avoid the Magic Kingdom on Mondays because everyone wants to start their vacation at the Magic Kingdom. We could go to Epcot on the Monday and Magic Kingdom on the Tuesday. However, there is a Halloween party on that Tuesday night, and we would have to leave the Magic Kingdom by 6, and that would leave us only one night, Thursday, to watch Happily Ever After and the new parade. On the positive side, though, I have heard the crowds for the Magic Kingdom on the party days are very low compared to non-party days. There seems to be positives and negatives for either of these scenarios, and I'm wondering what you all would recommend. Thanks for any advice you have. P.S. Any other recommendations for must-dos for us who haven't been since January 2022? To give you an idea of how long ago that was, masks were still required indoors. Thanks, Zach in North Carolina. All right, so good background there, and it gives a lot of context. So, Rikki, let's throw it to you first. What would you say? Great questions, though, about. Well, okay, so he wants to know like what the where to go to the Magic Kingdom. You got the party happening, Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
Good considerations. I like the set though. What do you think?
Very good considerations, and these are all things that would go through my head too. Of okay, well, this is the reason to go to the Magic Kingdom this day versus this is the reason to go to the Magic Kingdom this day, and so I totally see where he's coming from. However, for me, what I would probably end up doing is I would want my kids' first visit, and this is what I did with Lucy too. It didn't matter. I wanted their first visit to be a Magic Kingdom. So even though it may be a little bit busier at the Magic Kingdom that Monday, I would still absolutely do the Magic Kingdom that Monday. I think that's going to be a better choice overall. The crowds may be just a touch busier, but it's not going to be terribly busier. And I think that's just the way. That's the way to start the vacation for sure. I think that having the longer day at the Magic Kingdom without having to leave at 6 o'clock is going to be key as well. I think you'd regret, having to leave at 6 on that day, just knowing that you wouldn't be able to go to any other park too. So having the option of doing Epcot on that Tuesday, I think is going to be the better option overall. So I'm going to say do Magic Kingdom on the Monday and do Epcot on the Tuesday. And that's probably that's definitely how I would handle it myself if it was my trip.
I think she won me over with that logic. What do you say, Scott?
I already wrote Monday equals Magic Kingdom for me on my note here. And I mean, that was a good reasoning. I had a different reasoning. It's just, I like variety. And that would be like, if you went on Tuesday, it'd be back to back, like park days there.
I get that too.
I understand like you have like your Wednesday is going to be like a resort hopping day and all that. But then like, if you go to Magic Kingdom on Tuesday, then you're going again on a Thursday. We know they're parking in between. So I like that. Switching it up every other day is a different park thing. So that's another vote for me for Monday there.
That's a good reason too, actually. I didn't think of that, but I really like that idea as well. Is you don't necessarily want to do a back-to-back day. I mean, technically you're right. The Wednesday is a break, but it's still back-to-back. So I agree with that too.
Well, also if you go the day where there's not a party, you're increasing your chances with bad weather in September that you could see the parade twice if there's a storm that evening. True. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're only betting one time if you have bad weather in the evening that you could miss Starlight and the fireworks.
True.
So it doubles your chances to.
And we know those storms in September they come in the evening a lot. So that's definitely something to consider as well.
And the thing is, I would say it's September. The difference in the crowds is probably negligible.
Exactly.
I don't think you would like really notice it.
No.
And this year, to be honest, the crowds in the theme parks this year are not what they've been like maybe 5 years ago. Probably
that's true.
Like your last trip, it was probably more noticeable than probably it is this year. It hasn't been as noticeable in the crowd.
Well, especially because of the revenge travel back when he went the last time. That was such a huge thing. And so, and it's definitely tapered off this year for sure. So I think either way, it's going to be a noticeable drop in attendance either way, whether, he goes on the Monday or the Tuesday. But I think the Magic Kingdom on Monday, you've got to do it. You've got to. It's your kid's her first time there. You got to do it. And
on
my
a side
kid's
note-
Lucy's first ride was It's a Small World. That's what I made sure that was her first ride. I wanted it to be something classic.
Yeah, and on a side note, that the haircut at the Harmony Barbershop, chef's kiss on that. That's going to be
absolutely
awesome.
I've done that with Lucy. That was, again, one of the things that I made sure. She didn't have long hair at the time, but I was like, look, I'm making sure that we do this. I'm getting her haircut on Main Street USA at the Harmony Barbershop. First haircut. Don't care. I'm doing this anyway. So I found a reservation, and it was at Christmas, and I said, that's what we're doing. So yeah, I good job on getting that reservation too, because that's not an easy reservation to get for sure. And if you are looking to get a first haircut on Main Street USA, a little hack, little tip is if you can't make a reservation, just go to the Harmony Barbershop and ask very nicely, do they have any walk-ups available for that day? You may get lucky. A lot of times you can, and they may have an availability for you. So
Scott and I have both done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that as adults too. Yeah.
Another tip for Zach, they were just asking for other like suggestions too. Just if you listen to the BR Guys podcast, you know this is gonna be my answer, but you're staying at French Quarter, you gotta get some beignets.
Oh yes.
Hands down, get some beignets.
Right now they have the cookies and cream ones.
Look at that. You got specialty beignets over there. And just I don't know what your resort hopping plan was, but you are close to Disney Springs there. Like even if you don't want to spend a lot of time shopping or going there, just take a ride on the Sasagula on that Wednesday if you can. Probably a top 3 ride in all of Walt Disney World. That ride on the Sasagula from French Quarter, so nice.
Especially early evening, like around, like I'd say, hop at like 7 to 7:30, like around dusk. Dude, that is romantic. That's what it is. It's one of the most underrated like attractions. I mean, honest to God, like I love the Sasagula like pontoon boat ride more than almost anything. It's like long, it's chill. The captains are awesome. They play like a little good music.
The music, yes. The music is so good.
Spanish Moss everywhere. I love Spanish Moss. It's the best.
I think I told the story once where like it was just me and Liz on there once at night, and like the guy just like was like the captain was so cool like with us. He was just so chill, like acting like it was like a private date for us, like on the Sasagula. It was
nice.
It was a very romantic moment.
Cool.
He had the good music going on that night.
Oh, just so good. God, we're busting out the good playlist. He's like, this one only comes out on special occasions. Yes, compliment, please. All right, we have another question from Alice Knievel, down in Alice K says down in Austin, Texas. Hey, BOGP team. I listen to your podcast during my work day. Learned so much from your team. Thank you for the hard work. Hope to join the crew on a BOGP cruise someday. Look at that. Awesome. I got my BOGP cruise hoodie on today from Cruise 6. Let's see. Quick question. When the Starlight Parade debuted at Walt Disney World, the buzz was that it would be offered nightly, except for evenings with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I have a trip upcoming that I'm looking to book September 12th through the 16th. I noticed on the park calendar that there are not dates listed for the Starlight Parade. Is that on hold until after the holidays? Thank you in advance, Alice. This came in just today. So this is the Starlight Parade is going every day, right? Except for the Halloween parties?
Every day except for the Halloween parties. And it's going twice a day, the 9 and 11 o'clock. So you are still good. Yeah, they're still running it.
All right. I think
that was an easy one.
It was an easy one. I'm looking at the next question, but I think we tackled that one already. Yes, we talked about Boulder Ridge and swimming in February. I just didn't delete that one, so we're good there. All right.
Well, here's a funny question in the chat.
Oh, well, we'll do it. All right. Because we gotta help, right? Well, because it would happen today. As this comes out.
It would happen today.
Tonight.
So let's go for it. We got to throw out the mojo into the universe for Sean over on Facebook. Will Beacon Barrel reservations actually happen this week?
Today. Will it happen today?
Well, so it's supposed to be, and it's supposed to be 7 o'clock Eastern.
It's 7 Eastern PM.
Yeah. What's up with PM?
Well,
idea.
I think it's a great idea too. I think that the system got entirely overloaded, which we all know Disney's systems are just notoriously awful in the first place. I don't know how you manage to screw up every time you have a launch, basically. But somehow Disney does it. So yeah, I think that changing it to PM is a genius move on their part. I actually like it better than like the 12 PM drop that they've done for some things. And I think that the 7 p.m. drop is a really genius move, because you've got so many less people who are going to be trying to clog the system with trying to make their actual reservations, which is good, because then that gives them the opportunity to hopefully get the reservations for people who are not looking for Beacon Barrel and who are just logging on to get their reservations for the day.
So funny how you just said Beacon Barrel. That just sounds like such a dumb name when you say it like that.
Well, that's the name.
I get that it meets like the whole theme of the place. Like it's, but when you like in isolation, that sounds just like a dumb name. Like just Beacon Barrel.
Beacon Barrel. So I
go there and buy housewares, or like you go in there to buy like a colander or something, a calendar, whatever you do for your spaghetti.
Yes, yeah, exactly. But I'm happy with the 7 p.m. drop. I doubt that I'll be able, because actually that I'll be in St. Louis at the time, so I'll be hanging out with friends. So like I probably won't be able to get one now, but I wouldn't have been able to get one anyway that day. So I'm not really that hard pressed for it. I'll find one eventually. Somebody will drop a reservation at some point and I'll get one. That's kind of my theory with GO82 at some point too. I haven't gotten there yet, but like someday somebody will drop one and I'll be able to get there. So
we had folks in the clubhouse. They got into GO82 both days this past weekend because it's walked up. Like,
see, I should have tried the walk up. I didn't try that. I just did the app, but I'll try walk up next time. See if that works. Yeah.
Say your Pam Forrester. It helps. So real quick, okay, let's talk about this for a second. 7 p.m. reservations. I mean, obviously they're toying with this. Somebody this is how my brain works. And I know, Scott, we have we share a brain, I swear, like 90% of the time. There's a room somewhere. I don't know if it's in California, if it's in Florida. I don't know where this room is, whether it's in like Omaha, Nebraska, and it's like some secret fortress that Disney has, like that they do these things. Who knows? It could be in Fargo, North Dakota. Who knows? But they have this room with all the executives that are making all these decisions. Half of them are bad, half of them are good. And somebody stands up at a meeting with this big whiteboard. They're like, I have an idea. Let's do it at 7 p.m. And they're like, we've never done that before. We always do them at 6 a.m. And somebody's like, darn it, we're going to try it. And like, they're going to do this tonight. And I mean, could they not just make all ADRs at 7 p.m.? Like, people are awake then, what?
That's Scott, the thing. I think it's because people are awake. I think they're finally considering like West Coast people.
Yeah.
It's more convenient for everybody. I mean, think about 6 a.m. on the East Coast, dude. That is terrible.
But they're not thinking about UK people. They're not really thinking about them with that. So it's so hard to please, but I think they're
maybe they should do a 3 p.m. drop. 3 p.m. sounds good. Yeah.
There you go. No, I think they're considering like our West Coast friends that like to travel out to Florida. I think it's kind of what they're shooting for here, honestly. Because that's a brutal wake up time.
Oh, it's terrible
when you're out there, when you're 3 hours behind. Yeah. But I like the idea of it. It's just gonna be, it's kind of weird, right? Like you're having dinner and you're like, I don't know, like you're thinking like, oh yeah, I should probably go make this reservation now or something. I don't know. Like your brain is wired a certain way as a Disney fan, and now like so many people are gonna have all these reminders on their phone for 7 p.m. now. It's gonna feel weird. I'm very curious to watch it later today on Wednesday to see how
because everybody will be able to watch this unfold, right? Because it's like, okay, so it'll be like 6 o'clock for me, dude. I'll be like just fiddling through my phone. I'm always fiddling on my phone around 6 o'clock Central. Like it's prime fiddle, death scrolling for me. And most of the country will be on their phones around that time. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the world's asleep or getting ready for work at 6 a.m. Eastern. Like this is gonna like unfold in real time.
It is, and it could be a disaster because there are so many people awake at that time. Then it's gonna be interesting to watch. Not gonna lie. But my thoughts are, there are gonna be a handful of people who are gonna wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and be like, Beacon Barrel's not open. And it's gonna be so many people that are gonna complain.
People were priming you. We're like the pre-show.
I know, right?
We're like we're getting you ready.
We're getting you ready.
Okay, think about this though. Okay, Cruise Line does their online check-in at midnight Eastern, right?
That's torturous.
Okay, so what is if Disney asked you like, what's the ideal time? We're gonna blow everything up and start over. When do you make ADRs? Like, what's the ideal time for everybody to make it fair for Mohawk? He's getting ready to do his ADRs. Like everybody's Ireland, somebody that's in Australia.
It's interesting.
It's hard. There's no ideal time.
Run Disney does 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the right time?
Where did that come from? I know, seriously. Like, where? I didn't even think about that.
That's
Like,
a West Coast thing. It's a West Coast thing. I'm pretty sure is the Ren
Yeah.
Disney thing.
Like, is 3 p.m. the right time? I mean, you're done with lunch.
like Apple starts selling their stuff at like I think it's like midnight Cupertino time or something.
It is. So it's like 3 a.m. for me. Yes.
Yeah, because like when they do their pre-sales and stuff, like it's whack. Okay, so Scott, when would you put ADRs ideally, like for everybody?
Ideally, I would do 12 p.m. Eastern time.
Ooh, lunchtime. Interesting.
Because then it's like 9 a.m. out west. If you're not many people Hawaii are booking, I feel like Walt Disney World trips, but then it's 6 a.m. out there at least. But then it's like 6 p.m. in the UK. I feel it's like that central good time. I like 12 p.m. Eastern.
All right.
Would you?
Because then it's like then it's kind of like the lunchtime, right? So like you could like if you're Eastern, which I think a lot of the Eastern people like are traveling there.
That is the most populated time.
That's why I would think too. So it's lunchtime, right? So like you're not maybe you don't have any work meetings at that time, or it's easier to get away from a work meeting at 12 on Tuesday or whatever. I don't know. I think that time just works.
I think Scott just sold me. So I think 12.
What you would do.
12 p.m. I really was joking, but I thought the 3 p.m. time slot was actually not the worst. But I think Scott may have sold me on that 12 noon. I mean, the only thing is people might be upset that they have to do it on their lunch hour. But I mean, you're gonna make people upset anyway, no matter what.
But I'd rather do that than like have to like block a meeting, on my calendar.
Yeah, exactly. So nobody books anything. Yeah. Okay, all right. I'm sold on that 12 p.m.
But then Mike has to do it at 11, so then he's got to book a time, or someone in Colorado's got to book a time at a time. I mean, it's impossible like to please everybody.
True.
So that's why I'm going with noon. I'm going straight down the middle of the day at noon.
You won me over. I like noon.
I'm glad, Rikki. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I mean, the 6 a.m. keeps everybody, nobody's working at that time. Because I'm trying to think of how it is now, right? Nobody's working. I mean, people are always working, right? I mean, it's a 24-hour cycle. Somebody's working. And people in Europe are working, obviously. It's during the workday for them. Yeah, it's super. Yeah, because the world has changed so much in the past. This has been that way for 20 years. The 7 p.m. thing intrigues me tonight.
It intrigues me too.
It is totally a test, and I'm glad that they are trying it. And they're trying it on a very limited scale with basically just a little lounge,
well, not so little. I mean, I think it's going to be.
It's not a big venue. I mean, it's going to be popular, but I like that they're throwing this out there.
It's like Trader Sam's in Anaheim, kind of is what it feels like.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, there can't be that many slots. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's going to be like boom. It's going to be.
There are 2 rooms though, so I don't know how much space they have, for the 2 rooms though. So that'll be interesting.
I love this kind of stuff. I love seeing how things like this unfold. Like, this is my jam. This is why I like Walt Disney. This is the stuff I like. Like, as much as riding rides, I like seeing how this stuff works.
I thought I read somewhere or saw someone like on Twitter or something did like some people actually get through and get a reservation.
I don't think so.
Okay, I thought I saw someone post.
No, I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody got reservations.
I
think it was Hey that chicken.
There you go.
Maybe. All right, here's a question from Eric and the crew in Long Island. Hey, Mike, my family and I are long-term fans of the podcast, but have never written in before. We have a trip scheduled for the first 10 days of August and have a Magic Kingdom dessert party for Friday, August 8th. Oops.
Yeah, this is an old one.
Let's just we have one coming up. We're just gonna go with this. We'll do this for next year. I think this was next year, 2026. Actually, yes, it is. It's a pre-party which typically begins 1.5 hours before the fireworks. They haven't announced times for Starlight Parade yet. Frustrating. I know, it's weird that they haven't done any of this, but we're gonna roll with it. But assuming there's a parade at 9 p.m. and fireworks are at 10, what are the chances of being able to see the Starlight Parade from the dessert party at the Tomorrowland Terrace? Any inside information on anything they're doing for people at the dessert party? Like cordoning off a viewing area for the parade viewing as well. We have 5 children, ages almost 16, all the way down to almost 3. So we prefer not to stick around till 11 for the later parade for a better view of Starlight. We appreciate that you might not know the answer yet, given all this is so new, but any educated guesses that you have for how this is going to play out? If not, can we watch the parade okay from the dessert party seating? Keep up the great work, Eric. Sorry, Eric, that we missed this one.
Sorry.
But we'll give you a better answer now because we know. So, but I mean, okay, say you're watching. Okay, so I just did that dessert party up at the Tomorrowland Terrace with Pam last month. That's not a great place to watch.
No, it is not.
You can't see it from there. There's no way. You'd have to
Mm-mm.
leave and go out and get a spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they don't have like a spot cordoned off for you to go for the parade. Obviously, they have one for the fireworks, but it depends if they were doing the pre-party one, so they would be going out to the hub to see the fireworks, but they're not gonna traipse you out there early so you can see the parade too. So because you're going to be eating at that time. So yeah, you'd have to see the second one in that instance, because you're not going to be able to see that first one for sure. Like there's the viewing is not going to be there.
So
funny.
What would you do, Scott? I mean, he's got like 5 kids. I mean, so yeah, that's because we obviously enjoy the dessert party.
I know you want to enjoy the kind of, but like 11 o'clock is late, for those to get like 5 kids. Like I'm sure a couple of them will have the energy, but then what if 1 or 2 of them like want to go back to the resort? That's a tough situation, to like stretch it out to 11. I guess just like feed them a bunch of sugar from the dessert party, right? Get them amped up, and then boom, get your spot for the 11 o'clock parade, right, Mike?
Yeah, that's
loaded up with the sugar.
Go all the way to the beginning of Main Street at that point, so that way when the parade is over, you can cut out, because that would be the easiest thing to do. I think at that point, like you go to just that main section right by the train station. That's where I ended up watching the parade from, and we were able to cut out immediately, and that's what I would do. Yeah.
All right. We have a question from Justin, our good buddy over on Facebook. Hey, BOGP. If I add on 2 park days on the front of my cruise, I was told that they have to be park hoppers to be part of a package. Is that true? I don't think they don't necessarily have to be hoppers. You could always make a ticket a base ticket or a hopper. Let me see if I read this right. If I add on 2 park days on the front of my cruise, I was told they have to be park hoppers to be part of a package. No, they don't. So if you have, I'm just trying to.
Is there some sort of like offer that they're trying to take advantage of, that you have to have 2 days of park tickets and they have to be park hoppers?
Well, I mean, the only thing I know of, and I mean, I do this every day, is that to make a package, you have to have a minimum of a 2-day ticket. You cannot add a 1-day ticket. You have to have a minimum of a 2-day ticket, but you're allowed to add a 2-day base ticket. You don't have to add a park hopper. You can add a 2-day, 1 park per day ticket. It doesn't have to be a hopper. But the one thing I'll say about the cruise thing, and we've said this a million times, I wish they would add an option for people that are doing cruises that would cover a ticket that would let you do like days pre and post cruise.
Agreed.
Like your ticket basically times out while you're on your cruise a lot of times. Like if you want to add like a 4-day ticket and then you go on a 5-day cruise.
It's why I have an annual pass.
I know.
Right.
That's the only reason. That's like 80% of the reason why I have an annual pass is because of that reason.
I understand that, like, it's like Apple and Steve Jobs came back and he's like, we have too many SKUs. Like we have too many different kinds of computers. We're going to nail it down to like, X amount of computers. It makes it more efficient. But, Disney doesn't want to have all these different kinds of tickets, but that one would make sense. Like they're going to have so many different cruise ships in the next 5 years. Like they have like 13 cruise ships. Like there's going to be a lot of people taking cruises, and there's going to be a lot of people sailing out of Canaveral and Fort Lauderdale that are going to tag on Walt Disney World trips. They're going to need this SKU. You know what I'm saying? Like there's going to need to be like a Magic Your Way plus cruise ticket that would make sense for people.
It's going to be
covers, doesn't time out.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Mike, or it's going to be people going to Orlando's airport right after their cruise, and like that's lost money right there.
That's true.
When they rather have them stay a couple more nights over the weekend, but now that I can't buy.
Yeah.
I think they're losing money by not
100% agree. I mean, yeah, it just makes sense. You want to keep them there. It's just. He says, let's see, you got more information. No special offer involved. You just wanted a 2-day ticket, no park hopper. But I was told that I couldn't do a 2. Yeah, you should be able to do a 2-day base ticket. That should always be an option. So check on that. Octavio, and he says, anyone from the BOG pod attending DCA for Oogie Boogie this year? I wish I was, because man, I've seen pictures already and it looks awesome, but I am not. I won't be out there till the races in January.
I have no trips planned as of right now, but possibly beginning of 2026. Maybe. We'll see. I haven't made any official plans, but I might take my mom.
Yeah, so. I need to figure out when our 70th trip is going to be, because I had to see the 70th.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Awesome.
So,
and my dad's been going to California a little bit. He's got a friend out there, and from his last time I picked him up, he's like, so Scott, when are you going back out to Anaheim? Like now he's so interested, because he goes out there often. So
there you go.
He wants to spend another day at Disneyland with me. So
nice.
Awesome. That was fun. All right, last question from Natalie over on Instagram. Headed to Disneyland in October. Try to get reservations to Blue Bayou, but it's sold out as I was clicking on time slots. Any chance we could walk up, just the two of us?
Just the two of us.
Grover Cleveland. Is it Grover? No, it's Grover Washington. I was about to say Grover Cleveland. He was a pitcher for the Cardinals and I think a president. Yeah, I mean, there's always a chance for walk-ups, right? I mean, there's a chance.
And there's always a chance that there's a cancellation that day. And just keep checking the app. You never know.
And when it's two of you, I think your odds are a little bit better when there's than 7 of you. So
correct. Also true. Also
it's
true.
So worth it.
Man, I love me some Blue Bayou. I love the just the theming of that restaurant. It's so nice.
Some people, I hear people that hate on Blue Bayou sometimes.
I don't care for the food. I just like the
I don't like eating there. I just like it. Yeah.
That hates on Blue Bayou.
I just like the history of it. I love that you're in Pirates. I love the darkness. But the food, it could be a little bit better.
You don't like the Monte Cristo?
I don't think they have it anymore.
I think they do.
Yeah. What, Rikki?
I thought they took that off the. Hang on.
That's their signature thing.
I think it used to be. I think they took it off the menu. Now I want to
stop.
I'm.
Stop.
I'm not lying. I really think they took it off the menu. Okay, Octavio says it's on the menu. But now I want to double check.
Octavio, she's lying. We're gonna stay on the air because I'm trying to finish the show, but I'm just gonna. It's got to be there because there would be pitchforks.
I mean,
you're gonna say they don't have those little cookies at the Harbor.
I don't know. I don't think that it is on the dinner menu.
Wait, what?
Just saying. Yeah, because it's because they're doing like a prefix thing for the 70th right now. And that's not part of the prefix. So maybe when they're done with the prefix, it will be back, would be my guess. But right now it's not, because they're doing a prefix menu.
Stock down.
So I was right.
No, it's on the lunch menu.
Okay, it's on the lunch menu.
It's on the lunch menu, but not the dinner menu.
Well, I eat dinner so early, so it's okay. I'm an old person, so I'd be eating dinner at like lunch shift.
So there's your hot tip though. So if you want the Monte Cristo, go after the lunch ADRs.
And so that brings us to Friday's podcast. It's going to be a stretch. So you got to hang out because it's going to be fun, because if you need your Monte Cristo fix, you go to Cheddar's. That's why I go to Cheddar's to get my Monte Cristo.
Yeah, it is not.
It does too. Why are you trying to make me sad on a Wednesday?
Sorry.
It's not good. We're not trying to make you sad. We're trying to always make you happy here on the Be Our Guest podcast. So go get lunch at Blue Bayou. And Natalie, I think you'll get in and get a Monte Cristo and a Hurricane. You know what? You can get it at Cafe Orleans. That's what I had. Is it on the menu for dinner at Cafe Orleans? Check.
It should be.
Now I gotta
Cafe Orleans has like 2 things on their menu.
We're trying to end the show. We just got to give
now I got to do research. Hold on. Let me research this. View menu.
How's life, Scott? What's going on?
No, but that's not to rant again, but I think Cafe Orleans, it's kind of disappointing menu too, because it's like 2 or 3 food items and that's it.
But
there's 5.
Okay, 5.
Same thing every day. Like Monday's Taco Bell for me. It doesn't bother me.
Because that's how that's how Rose and Crown is now too. There's like 4 things on the menu. It's
that's
weird.
true. Rose and Crown.
Is very true for Rose and Crown. Yes. That's
okay. They do have the Monte Cristo on the menu for lunch, and it looks like for dinner for Cafe Orleans. Yes. So there you go. They have a triple cheese one.
Cool.
Oh my gosh. triple cheese one. That's where I'm at. Let's
Wait,
go.
a triple cheese Monte Cristo?
Yes.
What's that
Brie,
about?
That's just like a grill. That's just a grilled cheese
that's a
sandwich.
grilled- I'm here for it. Let's go. It's like a grilled French toast cheese sandwich. Brie, Swiss, and mozzarella with seasonal preserves. Let's go.
I can't stock up it anymore. That's pretty good. And then you go next door and get that beignet that's got the pulled pork on it. Oh my gosh. Why would you ever leave New Orleans Square at Disneyland? Never.
You shouldn't.
And then you go to Harbor Galley and get the cookies.
The cookies, yes.
Oh,
And you can go get beignets.
Yes. Well, you get the beignet with the pulled pork in between.
Oh well, yeah, but you can get the Mickey Mouse beignets.
Mickey beignets in the
Yeah.
market. Yeah.
You gotta get that
New
too.
Orleans Square.
And the mint julep.
Yeah, the mint julep. Oh my gosh.
Holy cow, though! Look at this, though. Now, I mean, well, I know about to close out, but I'm still on the Blue Bayou menu. So there's this brewery I like out there that they have. Where I was just looking at, where did it go? Oh, it's gone now, but it was like a $18 beer. Is how much the beer cost at Blue Bayou, and it just really threw me off. Yeah, the Karl Strauss beer, the IPA is $17.25.
Is that a lot? I mean, you got the $28 old fashioned at GO82. I don't know. Everything's kind of thrown off kilter for me now.
I think for a beer, man, a $17. That's like going to like the ball game. You know, that's like that's kind of crazy. I think, if you ask me.
I don't drink beer. I don't know.
That price just threw me off.
That's a little bit a lot for a beer.
I know we're off the rails now at the end of this episode.
Totally.
We didn't have any listener questions today, though. So.
We didn't. We needed more. So if you have a question, Mike at BRGuestPodcast.com, we'd really appreciate it. All right. We haven't needed questions in years, so we need them. All right. Don't forget, today's show brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you get to your favorite Disney destination this week. Just swing by the magicforless.com, fill out that free no obligation quote form. We'll take it from there. No additional cost to you. So check out all the details again today over at the magicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link. It's brguestpodcast.com/Amazon. Just click through there. Anytime you do that online shopping, it supports the show with every purchase. So thank you so much for that. You can also support us on Patreon. It's $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show every week called Mike in the Midwest. And thank you to everybody who supports us over there. You guys are our all-stars. Thank you so much for that. Again, just go over to patreon.com/beourguestpodcast and get it on the fun this week. All right. Let's see. Join us in the clubhouse. Now that's free for everybody. It's our little community. It's so much fun. We have just a ton of fun 24/7 over there. beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. It's our Discord server. It is like a message board live chat thing. Seriously, you got to be there. Join us this week again, beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse, and join us on the socials at Be Our Guest Mike is where you'll find me. Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. Scott for Scott, same locations. Rikki Nibs for Rikki, RIKKINIBS. Check out Scott on his YouTube channel. Must See Adventure. Scott, what's happening on the channel this week? Real quick.
Yeah, we're at Kualoa Ranch. Very cool spot. If you ever want to know what it's like to be in the movies, so we do a UTV ride through like Jurassic Park mountains, 51st Day to Hawaii 5-0 Lost. It's just a cool experience. And then we end out. It's our last night at Alani. We end it with the sunset sailing. Yacht rock, baby. It's a fun episode. I told Mike it was like my Academy Award winning episode with the music, the narration, the editing. I mean, they're always good. They're all good episodes.
Yeah,
but
this one
was really well done.
One you submit to the Academy.
Yeah, because it's like kind of like the final episode, So it was a good one. But yeah, like and subscribe. Must See Adventures. Check out all the Hawaii episodes. They're a lot of fun.
And I never thought we'd get 51st dates on the show. So
there we go.
There you go.
I
tried.
Rikki, what's happening on your socials?
So since I'm traveling this week, probably not a whole lot. There probably won't be a video this week for my mini-sodes, but I will humbly ask that you follow me on social media at Disney World. After all, I've got my YouTube channel, I've got TikTok, I've got Instagram, and then Facebook. I also have a page as well. So I humbly ask this week, while I probably take the week off. You never know, though. I may end up doing something on the road, but we'll see what ends up happening. If Disney announces something this week, I may have to quickly come up with something. Maybe put my earbuds in and record that way. But yeah, for right now, I don't have anything planned or scheduled. So if you would follow me and subscribe to my channels on, like I said, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok and Facebook, that would be very, very appreciated. So thank
Rikki,
you.
here's how I need to give you consulting on your social media. You have gold right there. You're flying on an airplane with a 2-year-old and a Chihuahua. Dude,
I am, but unfortunately not to a Disney
you
destination.
have way better stuff than Scott and I. Like we've been doing this for 18 years. We've been doing this podcast 2,800 episodes. You got the potential to be like a billionaire, like a Chihuahua and a 2-year-old on a Southwest Airlines flight coming out of the Southeast.
This is true, yes.
St. Louis. I mean, on top of that, like, oh my God, that's gold. I mean, you got the potential for gold.
I mean, you never know what I can come up with while I'm on the road.
That's like, I mean, you got a 98% chance at gold. Chihuahua
more of me tearing my hair out
in St. Louis. Come on,
me tearing my hair out and not having any hair left. Yeah.
Dude, just have that thing rolling the whole time. Gold, I'm telling you.
Just do a YouTube live the entire way through the airport. Me having a meltdown, the kid having a meltdown, the dog barking at random strangers.
Baggage area at Lambert with a Chihuahua and a 2-year-old. Just me by myself at the baggage area at Lambert for Southwest. Dude, I about have a meltdown every single time.
Going to pick up my rental car at the Alamo.
Yeah.
Getting a car seat there.
You got gold. I'm telling you, gold. It's record. That's all you got to do.
I'll at least have tips for people on how to travel with a 2-year-old at that point.
You don't even need tips. We just need meltdowns. That's then the dog.
You'll get meltdowns. I can guarantee you.
Dog,
one or more of us will have a meltdown. I can guarantee the 2-year-old will have one.
Anyway.
Now, if I have one, there's a 50-50 shot at this point. So
just keep it rolling. All right, we're out of here. We'll be back on Friday. It's going to be a fun show. All right, so for Rikki and Scott, I'm Mike. Wishing you a great Wednesday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon.
Oh, there's definitely a 50-50 shot. I have a meltdown on Wednesday. I'm not lying.
Twitter with all the Southwest videos and stuff. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I'm so not looking forward to flying with Lucy on Wednesday.
And a dog. And a chihuahua.
The dog I'm not worried about. Dude, I have drugs for the dog. She's going to be knocked out under the seat. She'll be fine. She'll be sleepy. We'll be good, man. I'm not worried about the dog. I've flown with the dog many times.
I've never flown with a dog.
Oh, I've flown with her many times. It's back to St. Louis, and she does great. I just give her the night pills, and she's calm and cool and collected.
I've never given my dog a night pill.
She likes it. Actually, the vet told me, because she hates getting her nails clipped, the vet told me try giving her one before you are planning on clipping her nails, and it'll go much easier. And I'm like, not the worst idea.
That is the craziest thing ever.
So I need to try that next time I need to clip her nails, which probably should be soon because they're getting kind of long. So
I think we'll get good feedback on that show, though, about talking about the time for the ADRs. That's good stuff.
Oh, it's a very interesting proposition for
we have no questions, so we are struggling.
Right. No, I think it was a good, but it's
it's
what people that listen to our podcast are interested in too. So I think you're fine.
So do you want, for this next episode, before we start, do you want to be like, I'm at home, I'm craving this at Walt Disney World, so I'm going to go here? Or are you saying like, this restaurant here reminds me of this? I guess it's kind of the same thing, but
we're just going to go with it, dude.
Okay. That's kind of like how I think about it. Sometimes when I'm at home, I'll be like, oh yeah, like I could really go for like the fish and chips at the cart. So let's go here in town because that makes me think of that or something.
It's going to be very free flow. We're going to maybe do it that way, maybe not. We'll see.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. I mean, that's the Be Our Guest podcast way, baby.
I only be like 3 of us sitting down, talking it out on a Friday.
Okay, that sounds perfect.
Yep, that's
with me freezing up every now and then because my internet is choppy right now.
But there's audio coming through. But
I know because I'm always so animated, right?
Exactly, because when you freeze up, you're always like, you have something very poignant coming out of your mouth. It's hilarious.
I don't know why my internet is being choppy.
It's so funny though. Okay, here we go. 2750. Welcome to episode 2750 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rahman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Friday to you. Hope you had a great week and are settling in for a great weekend. I know that One of our panelists today has got a tremendously exciting and emotional weekend, but we're going to get him through that. And recording this one early and taking this one on the road to Ann Arbor. But we're going to have fun today. Today we're going to kind of stretch the limits of our podcast. And this is one that you can have some fun if you are mowing the grass, if you're doing the dishes, if you're on a run. This one is one of those where it's going to take you down to Walt Disney World, but it's one to kind of take around the table and have a discussion with your friends and family over the weekend. Just, a little tongue in cheek. That's what we do here on the show from time to time. So let's cut loose. It's the weekend and my friends are here. I love podcasting with my friends. So Scotty G joining us from Must See Adventures. Scott, happy Friday. I know it's a big one for you. And what's up?
Happy Friday. I am not going to cry on today's episode.
Exactly.
We are, yes, it is a big Friday indeed. We are heading up to Ann Arbor to move Emily into college today.
Crazy.
So this will be, it's an exciting day, lots of emotions, but yeah, I mean, she's just on the road. It's going to be awesome. I know I'm going to be a mess by the end of the day, but been staying strong all week and yeah, it's going to be a tough ride home. I already joked with Elizabeth earlier in the week. I said, yeah, I have a feeling we'll be back by Sunday just to say hi. Like we'll give it a couple of nights and then maybe we'll swing by after golf on Sunday.
Maybe have some lunch. Yeah,
have some lunch,
There you go. That's good.
I'm going to get really familiar with my arch nemesis.
You are.
Yeah. I'm going to start to know Ann Arbor pretty well. Sadly, I never thought I'd say that, but yeah, happy Friday, everyone. It's going to be a great one. Yeah, shoot me some messages for support this week. I'll really appreciate that. It's going to be a tough one, but yeah, my social media, I'm sure we'll be sharing lots of fun pictures, lots of hugs, lots of laughter. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be really great, but yeah, happy to be here and with a great topic today on a Friday.
We're going to have fun. But we talked about this already a couple of days ago, but it's funny how the move-in day at a major university, like I remember this with Paige back in the day, and you've already got the 411 on how this process happens. I mean, it's like a well-oiled machine. They tell you like be at the curb at 10:32, and then they have students that are decked out in t-shirts, and then it's like a like a moving crew. Like boom, they get into your car and they're carrying all the stuff. And I mean, but then the dads have like seriously, like move-in dads have like a role. The moms have a role. Like the dads are like the grunts, and then the moms are kind of they make it look good. And then I guess the kids, as soon as we leave, we're crying heading down the interstate going back to home. They're probably just changing everything that you left. That's how
probably.
I picture. I don't know. It's
and
kind
the
of
good news is like her roommate moved in yesterday on Thursday, so that'll be kind of good too. So maybe we can recruit her to help too. That's kind of our plan as well. But so she'll already be moved in. So yeah, and like you're right, Mike. Like they said, you got like 10 to 15 minutes to drop all this stuff off, and then you got to move your car and park it over here, and like. And then, yeah, we'll be building bookcases, and we got all this furniture that we got ready to go that we've been buying for like the last 2 months. I joked the other day, I got Dorm Central over here in the loft. Paul reached out to me. He's like, hey, you got to share a picture of that in the Discord. I'll do that today. But yeah, it's awesome. It's exciting. It's just lots of emotion. That's my baby. That's my favorite person in the whole world.
Yep.
And she's been living on the other side of this wall right here for my whole life. And now she's not going to be there. It's gonna be tough, but it's great. It's great. It's part of life. It's how it works, And I'm gonna stop before I start crying right now.
I'm about to turn this camera off because I can't even look at him because he's my buddy, man. I can't do this with you because it's like my brother, man. We're gonna get there. We're gonna be fine. All right, we gotta pass it off to Rikki. Rikki's got a few years before we gotta go through it because dude, I'm right behind you.
I mean, she's got some craziness happening this weekend too with the dog and Lucy going flying on Southwest.
But I just want to see the follies, dude. I told you on Wednesday, man. She's got a bajillion TikTok video, a million view TikTok video just in her fingertips. But Rikki's here from DisneyWorldAfterAll.com and The Mouse for Less, and I hope 1 million views on a Southwest flight because I'm telling you what, man. I mean, you're coming on a Southwest flight from Atlanta to St. Louis with a Chihuahua and a 2-year-old. I'm telling you, the script writes itself, Rikki.
Yeah, well, I will have already taken the first flight. The second flight will be tomorrow, Saturday. So,
St. Louis to Atlanta.
yeah,
Same script.
But today, the plan is to go to the St. Louis Zoo. So we shall see how that goes. And I'm really looking forward to it. The last time we took Lucy to the zoo, we took her to the Atlanta Zoo. It did not go super well. By the end of it, like Brian and I were both exhausted and we're like, we're done. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it'll go a little bit better. We will have my mother-in-law with us. So that will hopefully help a little bit in the process of making sure things go a little smoother. But yeah, we're looking forward to having some fun, this week at last of the week, I guess I should say, because we'll be back by tomorrow. But yeah, it's the challenges are here, man. Let's just be perfectly honest. I probably won't be posting the challenges online. You'll see more of the happy pictures, but we'll see how this goes.
You know how the internet is, though. They want to see the drama.
I know. I'm just not about the drama.
In-law in there, dude. So now you got a Chihuahua 2-year-old, an in-law, and a zoo.
Oh yeah, no.
This script is totally like GPT couldn't do better than this. Come on,
100% a trip to see my in-laws. So like I'm there to see my mother-in-law and father-in-law, and then my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, and they have
and then you got Phil the gorilla at the St. Louis Zoo.
They have my brother and sister-in-law have a number of children. So Lisa's gonna get to see all of her cousins. There's another cousin on the way. So my sister-in-law is pregnant right now. So that adds a whole, and she's due in September. October, somewhere around there.
So soundtrack under this on TikTok. Have Brian do a dance, and you're
So it's just going to be a whole, and then, whole mess there. I did have a request. I'm seeing one of my friends on Wednesday night before we drive down to Jefferson City, and I requested that she provide me with Emo's pizza for dinner. So I am at least getting Emo's, and I'm very happy about that. So that makes my St. Louis heart very happy. So yay, I get good pizza. And then Brian and I have discussed on the way back on Saturday, before we get to the airport, I'm pretty sure we're going to go to the Lion's Choice and get lunch. So I've got that planned at least.
There you go. The Square Beyond Compare program.
Hey, Lion's Choice, you could use that in today's episode.
Yes. We might do that. Yes. Lion's Choice with the rare roast beef sandwich.
See, nobody makes roast beef sandwich as good as Lion's Choice. Arby's is garbage compared to Lion's Choice, and I fully stand on that statement right there.
I do like Lion's Choice a little bit better, but I do like Arby's.
No, I can't stand it. Like, we have so many Arby's here in Atlanta, and I will not eat there because I'm like, this is not good roast beef.
Did you ever realize something? I'm gonna blow everybody's mind right now. Ready?
No, you've said this before, and it's not true.
People might not have ever heard this, so I'm gonna blow your mind right now.
It's not true.
Somebody's running at like
so
mile
true.
12. This has to be true. Somebody's running at mile 12, just hating life right now, and I'm gonna blow your mind just so I can take your mind off how bad your calves hurt. Arby's, right? It's spelled ARBY''S. But if you think about it, when you say it, Arby's, RB roast beef.
It's not true. It's not true.
Yes, it is true. It's got to be true.
No, it's
roast
not
beef.
true.
That's what they sell. Roast beef.
Well, it's not good roast beef. And again, I fully stand by that statement.
Good roast beef. I don't care. I get a beef and cheddar. It doesn't matter.
That's disgusting. I'm out. No, I'm not. No. I'm totally just I'm imagining the emails I'm gonna get right now. How dare you?
Anyway, so by the way, shout out to Kat, who's tuned in on Instagram. She's watching us live on her commute to work in Sydney, Australia.
Awesome. So cool.
Unbelievable. All right, so today we're having some fun. Like I said, if you haven't noticed already, we're already on the Arby's and Lion's Choice and Emo's.
We just need a break today. We need a break.
Yes, it's been a week. So, and we're just getting Scott there. So here we go. We had this conversation, call-in show or in the clubhouse about a week ago, maybe a week to 10 days ago. Somebody in passing brought up that we were making comparisons to, I think it was Scott. Well, Scott, how did it come up? We were talking about chain restaurants compared to Walt Disney World restaurants. Do you remember even how this came up?
I think it was on a listener question, and I said something like I was craving something for Walt Disney World, but we weren't there. So I was like, where in town can I find that? Like, what's like the equivalent of that? And you're like, oh yeah, like that's a great topic for a show. We can be like, what chain restaurant or a place that a lot of us know remind you of like XYZ restaurant at Walt Disney World? And like, here we are 10 days later, and now we're about to talk about it. I love it.
So let's do that. And so it doesn't have to be a table service restaurant. It could be a quick service in our town, but let's try to go with chains that like most of us would know geographically. You know, Lion's Choice is kind of a bad choice because you only
It's definitely a bad. I mean, no, it's a good choice, but
It
bad
is.
choice for the show.
It's the what's the I don't even know what their slogan is. It is some Lions. I don't think they have a slogan.
I don't know if they have a
There's one
slogan.
right across the street from us. Anyway, I could get Lion's Choice within 3 minutes,
Stop.
but it's right behind the mobile
Stop.
on the run.
You're making me hungry.
It's closer than Taco Bell. It's closer than Chick-fil-A.
I would rather have Lion's Choice than Taco Bell, but
from my house, to be honest, it is right there, but it's hidden. Anyway, so let's talk about chain restaurants and then somebody just throw one out, and then we have to all kind of decide. We can either agree or disagree on places at Walt Disney World that remind us of that place. So let's go with like the national. This is gonna be hard for international listeners, unless some of these places are international. So let's start with a very simple one. Let's go with Applebee's. Where's the most Applebee's place at Walt Disney World? Because Applebee's, well, so how would you describe Applebee's? Like for maybe people, everybody knows that. It's kind of like a casual sports bar, I guess you would call
Casual
it.
sports bar is pretty good. Yeah. I would say like it's probably like microwaved food.
yeah.
You do go there? for the
No,
food?
it's not. It's
And
yeah.
really
It's,
have cheap drinks at the bar, like
Yeah.
that, like the drinks are real cheap and watered down, and
This might be like an insult to whatever Walt Disney World restaurant we choose.
I know. I'm like, we're not going to sell people in this Walt Disney World
because you
restaurant.
probably don't go to. I mean, do you go to Applebee's for the food? Like, I guess like you go there for like.
I go there
maybe
for the appetizer sampler platter.
Okay.
That's be perfectly honest. Yes.
I think you go to Applebee's for like family celebrations, right? Like, it's like
Well, not me, but
no, but like it's like a gathering place, like in your town, probably. Like maybe you go there, like if people go there after church, or people go there after a kid's like party or something. I mean, is that not where you go to Applebee's for? I mean, Paige loves Applebee's. I shouldn't be dogging on people. Paige loves going to Applebee's. Like that's her jam. We always have to go to Applebee's for Paige. She loves it.
I will be perfectly honest. I never go to Applebee's, except here's my exception. When Brian and I drive back from Orlando, every time, this has become our tradition. I will Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever the Applebee's sampler platter and have it delivered at our house, so that when we get home, we have the appetizer sampler platter for dinner that night, because we're rushing. We get home late at night. It's usually like 9 o'clock or so. We're hungry because I drive like a banshee. So like I don't stop usually. Like I'm just going, and we have to put Lucy to bed. We have to get everything in the house. So like the appetizer sampler platter is like the go-to thing when we get home. So like that's my go-to. Honest to God, that's my go-to when we get home from our Disney trips. And it's become that way relatively recently, but we've done it quite a few times after we drive back.
So on this topic, though, I think I have my comparison.
I know mine. I know mine 100%.
I think we all have probably the same one.
Go ahead with yours real quick.
Mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my Applebee's thing is like if I'm like wanting something at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. and nothing else is open.
Got it.
Is when I would go to Applebee's. But so I would think, what is open late?
Yeah.
Walt Disney World. Disney Springs is kind of open late.
You're
right?
going to go exactly where I'm going to go.
So the Applebee's of Walt Disney World is 100% Paradiso 37.
Exactly
that's not where I was going to go. Okay. All right.
That was mine because nobody goes there like on purpose, but it's not that it's okay. Like it's like I went there with the cheerleading squad.
Yeah. You go to have cheap drinks and bar food, and it's open late. It's Paradiso 37.
We share a brain. That's exactly what I was going to say.
I'm glad it's not what I was going to say. So that's good.
What do you got? Go ahead.
I was also going to go with the Disney Springs restaurant, though. So I don't know what that says about us. But I'm going to go with City Works. I feel like that's another kind of like.
I think you're hurting City Works, though.
No, I was going to say
you're hurting City Works.
I think City Works has better food. I would 100% say City Works has better food. But I feel like the atmosphere of City Works is a little more along the Applebee's line. Just, they've got the games going because they've got all the big TVs. And yeah, I would say City Works is where I was going. Now, again, the food is 100 times better than Applebee's. But I'm going to go with City Works. So
City Works came into my brain like for a split second. I said, I can't do that. I can't do City Works dirty like that.
I wasn't trying to do City Works dirty though. Like, yeah.
Okay, so Sean, who I believe is ground crew, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
Okay,
Yep,
good.
That's,
Okay,
that's ground crew.
he's,
Yep.
he's meeting with my dad today, I think, out in Cleveland because the Rams are playing Cleveland, which is awesome. He said Rick's, and I think Rick's might be a good comparison. Like Rick's is pretty close. Rick's is closer, I think, than City Works. Len said, and it's good to see Len back. We haven't seen Len for a little bit. Three Bridges. I think that's doing Three Bridges a little dirty, but maybe. Three Bridges.
That's the beauty of the show.
I do love
what's great about it. It's a great Friday topic.
This is a great time. We're just having fun thinking about this. Okay, so I threw out Applebee's. That was a tough one. All right, so
that is a tough one.
Give us but this is we're just having fun, guys. Okay, Rikki, give us a restaurant, a chain.
Honestly, this is such a weird topic. I'm so confused as to where I want to go with this.
For the love of mercy, we've done 2,800 shows. Like, we got to come up with something at some point that's a stretch.
Oh, this is a stretch, all right. All right. Well, let's go. All right. You want something? Let's go with kind of the traditional. Like you're thinking about. I just want something chicken, and the first thing that really came to my brain,
Give us a chain. What do you got?
Is Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna go with Chick-fil-A. Okay, yes.
Okay.
So they have good chicken. So you don't necessarily have to go with the bad chicken place, but I'm gonna go with Chick-fil-A. So I'm gonna ask Mike first because I don't know if I have an answer really.
So if I'm craving Chick-fil-A,
yes,
where I go is Connections Cafe because they have a chicken sandwich.
Yes, they do.
It is the chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A.
That is almost exactly the chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A. You're not wrong.
I get the number one at Chick-fil-A. Like I'm traditional. I used to work at Chick-fil-A for a hot 3 weeks during Christmas, and I said, "This is too hard." I was like, "I can't take this stress." I went back and working at the skating rink. I was like, "Dude, this is not worth a quarter an hour more." This place was a nut house at Jamestown Mall. I'm like,
yeah.
Forget that. So anyway, I get the number one, just the regular old fashioned Chick-fil-A sandwich. But for a while there, they had that the one that had the honey and the pimento cheese, and then they took it away from me like banshees. So now I make my own and put all that. I have it all in the fridge. So, but anyway, I would go to Connections and get that sandwich because that tastes just like the number one.
No, you're not wrong. That is actually a really good choice. Connections really does have it is almost exactly the Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Fries, but.
Oh, they have the truffle fries though.
They do have truffle.
Oh my gosh,
this is good. Those are better.
Those truffle fries. Brian and I got those one night, late night, and we were just like devouring those truffle fries. Like these are the best things in the world.
Oh, yeah.
He got the French dip sandwich or French something burger. And I think it's the French dip burger, and I ate some of it, but really I was honestly there for the fries. I was like, nah, I ate some of the burger just to be like an adult and have something, have some sort of meat. And I was like, no, I really want the sandwich. I really want the burger. I don't want the burger on the fries.
Even though there, I usually get the General Tso's chicken salad, but because that's my go-to there. Okay, Scott, what do you got though for Chick-fil-A comparison at World?
That was a great answer.
I know it was the perfect answer. Honestly, yeah, so, yeah.
I was kind of struggling, and you got to bear with me. This is just like a stretch. I mean, we're just having fun.
I think we're all stretching at this point. Yeah,
there is no right answer to any of it
because they always say, "What? Eat more chicken," or right?
Yes.
Or is it?
Yes.
Yeah, with the cow, which is kind of funny. So this is kind of funny that I'm going to take you back to Disney Springs, but I'm going to Deluxe Burger.
Good call too.
They have a great chicken sandwich at Deluxe Burger. They really do, and I kind of just had that kind of vibe where it's like a sandwich and fry kind of place, but you can get a burger here. You can't do a burger at Chick-fil-A. That's kind of the difference here. There's no straight up just chicken only places at Walt Disney World. So I was just getting a deluxe burger vibe with Chick-fil-A because solid chicken sandwich, you can get your fries, great service, things like that. So I'm going deluxe burger.
Oh, that's actually
that's outside the box, but I like the way you think. That's cool.
No, that's a good choice. Yeah, I'm regretting that I didn't go first. No. No, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. All right. It's all right. So I am going to go now. This is not a quick service. So that's going to be the kind of little caveat there, but it's going to be a close option. And I'm going to go to Homecoming. They have a fried chicken sandwich. It's got, some good, like they've got the lettuce and the tomato and the pickles, which are, all things that make up a really good Chick-fil-A.
#1 or whatever
Yeah.
that. I think it's number 4
What?
at Chick-fil-A. That'd be like the number.
Yes, the deluxe. Yeah. So I get that a lot of times. So while Homecoming is not a quick service, you can sit at the bar, so that's kind of, quick service adjacent. But they have a really good chicken sandwich. So if you're looking for a table service meal and you're craving, a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Oh, I do like Sean's suggestion though of Chicken Guy, because if you're wanting, chicken tenders, that kind of thing, then they have tenders right now at Chick-fil-A. That's a really good option, and they have really good chicken fingers.
And Sean's right, because I don't know if you've been watching, because like on Pluto TV, like the commercials are Chick-fil-A all the time. And one thing too, when I become president, besides freestyle Coke machines becoming the league on a couple of things, I'm going to outlaw Chick-fil-A commercials being aired on Sundays, because that's wrong. They do you dirty. Like they get you in the mood for Chick-fil-A on a Sunday.
And then you can't go there.
Like what's wrong? What's up with that?
That's
But
true.
lately, I don't know what is the commercials. Like they're selling their dipping sauce. Like
Yes, they are.
The dipping sauce. What's that? Like
They are.
Should you not be selling the chicken? I guess you can't, dipping sauce without the chicken. But Chicken Guy, like they're kind of the dipping sauce kind of place.
They are the dipping sauce kind of place. So if you're into wanting a dip, go to Chicken Guy, and they have some good dipping sauces. Now they used to have more, and they just they pared it back a little bit, which makes me sad, because they had some really interesting choices that got pared back. Although those are probably the ones that nobody got. So let's be perfectly honest. So they were like, we're just gonna scale back on this. But yeah, Chicken Guy is definitely a good choice.
Michael also said Chicken Guy over on Instagram. So shout out to Michael Schaefer. All right, so let's go to another one. Scotty G, give us a chain. What do we got?
All right, so the chain restaurant is going to be Red Robin.
Oh.
Do you guys know? Know Red Robin?
Yeah, people might not know Red Robin. How would you describe Red Robin?
Oh, Red Robin. Lots of beers on tap. Lots of drinks. Burgers.
Yes.
I mean, I would say it's a couple layers up from Applebee's, most definitely. But one thing they're really known
that's questionable, I'm gonna say.
I think it's definitely. I will say it's definitely a couple layers up from.
I've had very poor experiences at Red Robin. I'm not gonna lie though. Like
I'll say it's a couple layers up.
The Red Robin that's by our house. I've gone in there multiple times and nobody has waited on me, and I've literally walked out. So I've had some questionable service there. I'll be perfectly honest. So. All right, let's go.
I would say what they're really known for is their unlimited basket of French fries.
Yes,
is their big thing.
Yeah.
And there's a particular restaurant I'm thinking of because of that.
Oh, interesting.
So, but if you guys want to go first, go for it.
No, you go ahead, Scott. We got.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you got?
Well, so Disney, especially in their counter services, they seem to have the same French fry, right?
Yes.
It's like those like skinny French fry things, and I'm not the biggest fan of those. But there's one particular counter service, well, a couple of them, that have those great steak fries that really remind me of Red Robin. So I'm thinking ABC Commissary is kind of like my Red Robin, because you can get some sandwiches. I mean, not necessarily burgers, but I'm 100% focused on the French fries of this category, because when I hear Red Robin, I 100% only think of French fries. Like when we go there, like it's only because we want a French fry. Like honestly, like we're not going there for anything else. Like when they ask, like, do you want an appetizer? Like, yeah, give me the French fries early. Like that's my appetizer.
That's my appetizer.
So when I think of these like steak fries, I'm just tied to ABC Commissary, because like I love those steak fries at ABC Commissary, so it ties me to Red Robin, the chain.
Okay.
A hot take on that though, but dude, they do not give you enough fries at ABC Commissary.
They need to have the Red Robin model where you get unlimited, right?
It was like when they hand me that plate, I'm always like, dude, I can count. I'm like Rain Man, like in that scene where he drops the toothpicks. Dude, I'm like 17
French fries.
17 fries. I'm like, dude, can you help a dude out? I'm hungry.
And when you ordered the sandwich, they always have one sitting in the buffalo sauce for whatever reason.
I'm totally feeling like I'm like Rain Man. Like I'm like 17. They only got 17 fries. Like, because they're so big. Like, come on, man. Give me enough that I can't immediately count them like those toothpicks in Rain Man. It's ridiculous. All right, Rikki, what's your parallel? Where are we talking about? Red Robin. Because
Red Robin.
Yes.
All right. Well, I will stay at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and I'm gonna go with Backlot Express. Again, I feel like they have a very similar menu. They're very heavy on the burgers. They have the chicken too, because Red Robin has chicken on the menu as well. And of course they have, the French, but their French fries, I think, are the small skinny ones, right? I'm pretty sure they are.
I think
but
so.
Here's the deal. I like the small skinny fries, but I prefer them over the big puffy fries. I'm not a big puffy fry fan. I'm going to be perfectly honest.
Steak fries, baby.
No, they're puffy to me, and I don't want that much potato. I want a skinny, thin potato that fry where I'm eating more crunch than I'm eting potato. So I don't want to bite in. I don't want to bite in and have potato just smushing around in my mouth. I'm good. So I prefer Backlot Express over ABC Commissary, but I feel like they both have a very similar-ish menu. But I do see where you're coming from with ABC Commissary, because they have some more interesting things on the menu.
I want to change my answer. I just thought of a different answer. Sorry.
Oh no! Okay.
You haven't gone yet. Chill out, brother.
They have some more interesting things on their menu though, like the tacos and stuff like that. And I feel like sometimes Red Robin tries to do some more interesting things. Like one of the things that I actually get at Red Robin is this like ensenada chicken, I think is what it is. And it's like chicken it's just a plain piece of baked chicken, but they put like a salsa kind of mix on top. It's actually pretty good. It's on their like healthy menu option, probably not healthy. But it's served with a salad that's got like, taco shells on top. It's really good, but probably not healthy. So, I mean, they say it is, but who knows? So I feel like you've got a good choice with ABC Commissary, but I'm gonna throw mine in at Backlot Express.
My answer is actually bad. I just thought of the right answer.
Oh, okay, got it.
Hopefully Mike can
come up with it.
Well, let me give you my reason real quick. So when we go to Red Robin, same for Pam. This is why we're married, right? We have one thing we always get there. We get the same thing at Red Robin. We always get the Red Robin burger. Like we go there.
Right.
Now that's the burger that has the egg on it.
Yeah.
It's got like a fried egg on top.
Yeah, it's got the fried egg on it. The Royal Red Robin burger or something like that.
That's what we get. We get that and the unlimited fries. That's the jam. And so I go there for the burger. And so if I'm going somewhere for a burger, I would go to Steakhouse 71 because they have pretty good fries. They're not the best, but like that'd be my jam. Would be Steakhouse 71 for a good. Like if I'm focusing on a burger, because I focus on a burger at Red Robin. And I could get fries there too. So Steakhouse 71. I know that's kind of a weird comparison, but that's what I was immediately thought. I want a good burger. And because Red Robin, I go for a good burger. It's not the best, but it's got that egg is the novelty. Is there a place at Walt Disney World that has a burger with an egg on it? I don't think there is.
I think I may have seen it before. I can't remember now.
I'm sure there is.
I feel like I have.
Dude, if you put an egg on a burger, I'm buying it. Like I don't know why that's so cool to me, but I've always been that way for like 10 years. Like egg on it, boom, burger sold, done. What was yours?
Since it was my question, I get a redo. So everyone yelling at their iPod. Why did I say iPod?
Wow, we're going back in time.
Way back in time.
I put the retro thing on the Clubhouse from 2010 the other day just to throw it up to the message.
I think
board.
that is still living in my brain.
I saw that. That was cool.
I was still thinking about that. Yeah. No, the right answer is actually Beaches and Cream because of the shakes and everything.
How dare you, sir? But yes, that is the right answer.
And those French fries are the same exact like steak fries or puffy fries, as Rikki likes to say. So I kind of goofed up there. It should have been Beaches and Cream is actually the Red Robin.
But I'm glad you thought of it because that is the right answer. That really is, because you do have the shakes. And they are famous for their shakes as well. The bottomless shake, right? They're not really bottomless, but like
I mean, it's hard to eat more than one because it gives you like this huge tin,
That's true. Yeah. So you did come up with the right answer in the end.
It took me a while to get there, though.
Yeah. That is the right answer, though.
I just had to bring up ABC because that's Mike's spot. I feel like we've done a few episodes without bringing it up.
That's
so we just had to.
I do appreciate that.
That's a good point. Okay.
All right, I have two I want to bring up, but I got to do this one for Bob Dankeys, longtime fan, Monorail Bob, and myself, because I eat here at least a couple times a month. You know where I'm going? Texas Roadhouse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we go there, you get some peanuts, you get some bread on the table, boom, rolls. I go there. I get the chicken tenders meal typically with a nice salad, honey mustard on top. Pam gets a steak sometimes. Sometimes she gets grilled chicken, green beans, mashed potatoes. They kind of got a good variety of stuff. They also have dancing bus boys and bus girls, and they have entertainment, like a country music. They got sports going on. You can get beers. You can sit at the bar They have all your high school sporting teams on the wall. Anything you could need.
Applebee's does that too, or at least our Applebee's
so
does
ours.
that.
Yeah, we have that at our Applebee's too. So it's kind of a parallel to the Applebee's. We could skip this one and go to, because the other one I was thinking was Red Lobster. Is Texas Roadhouse too close to Applebee's? Maybe it is. It probably is.
Well, I'm trying to think, like it is, but it isn't in the sense of like it's a steakhouse, but it's not like a high-end steakhouse.
No, it's not. It's a casual.
And I'm trying to think if I don't know that there's an equivalent necessarily to not a high-end steakhouse at Disney.
Well, because I was having a hard time coming up with a comparison for a Texas Roadhouse experience.
Yeah, I don't really know.
I was going to throw it to you guys and see what you said. So let's do that one real quick, because I want to do Red Lobster is kind of the one I want to do. But what would you do for Texas Roadhouse? If you had to, like, let's don't make this one, let's don't belabor this point, but like that is for I've never been to a Texas Roadhouse. Like it's got like, they kind of wear jeans, like the wait staff wears jeans and t-shirts and dances.
I mean, this isn't like the best comparison, but like I was kind of thinking Olivia's a little bit, because it's like laid back, it's kind of casual.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I mean, it's not steak though, but it's like you sit down and boom. You sit down and boom, your biscuits are on the table. It kind of makes me think of like the rolls,
Yeah, that's a good point. I was trying to
and the servers are wearing jeans. They're kind of laid back. Instead of country music, you got like the Caribbean music going on. Like it just has that like chill vibe kind of thing. Like, I don't know. Like that was, without digging too deep into it, Olivia's is kind of like the first thought that came to my mind.
Olivia's is the first thought that I came to my mind too.
Florida Roadhouse is what it is.
Yeah,
Florida Roadhouse. There we go. I love it.
Olivia's is definitely the first thought that came into my mind. So I'm not gonna lie, that was the first one that came to my mind too. So
without the show and without the like unlimited food, like Hoop-de-Doo, like it's got kind of that's like the down home vibe, but it's
because you got your country western thing going
on
and
theme. Yeah, there's not really a parallel. Do you got it, Rikki?
No, I have my next one.
Okay, so let's go Red Lobster real quick. Red Lobster. Where's the comparison for that?
All right, I've got it. I've got the right answer for this.
Okay, go.
It's Cape May Cafe.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, it's got to be Cape May Cafe. I mean, you've got, granted, that's a buffet. So, you've got the difference there, but I mean, they have all the classic options of seafood. It's just delicious. I think that that's going to be the right choice here, because you've got things like clams and mussels and crab legs, which we've discussed at length about my crab leg eating. It's got a seafood boil. It's got clam chowder. Why couldn't I think of the word clam chowder? It's got clam chowder. It's just, it's the right choice. It's such good. And they've got seafood pasta too. It's the right choice. There are other options, but they're all wrong.
That's what I'll go. To be honest, I've only been to a Red Lobster one time in my life, because none of my family likes seafood. So I've only been one time. Pam went and she ate those cheddar biscuits. She liked those. And I can't remember what she got. Like
cheddar biscuits right now.
Salad. Yeah. She's like, I'm going for, it was my birthday, I think, or it was like some holiday. She let me go. All right, Scott, what would you say for?
It was a good answer, but it's the wrong one. I'm sorry, Rikki.
All right, go, Scott.
It's 100% Coral Reef is Red Lobster.
At
Epcot.
because like people don't go there for the food, right? Is that the story with Red Lobster?
No, I just feel like the food equivalent is the same. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not the big, so I'm kind of like a Red Lobster hater here, kind of a little bit. So
I get that. I get that.
Vibe, because I see it on social media. People don't love Red Lobster.
My girls kind of do though. Like when they have like their popcorn shrimp season or whatever, like they like to go there for that. But like
I like the biscuits. I like their clam chowder, and I like their shrimp scampi. I feel like that's where they're solid, and then everywhere else they're kind of like, I don't know. So
yeah, I was just kind of teasing you too, though, Rikki. But like that's kind of where my mind went. Like you don't have the good like. I mean, the show at Coral Reef is great. You're not getting that show at a Red Lobster, like you're not sitting in an aquarium looking at great tanks and
sharks.
Yeah, sharks. But
true.
I feel like on
you
a
can
food
see the
level,
lobsters.
though. Yeah, I think on a food level though, it's very similar, and it's like it's older. And I feel like when my Red Lobster here in East Lansing, you walk in, it is old school. Like it hasn't been decorated in like 20, 30 years. And that's how I feel Coral Reef is. So that's why like my mind went to Coral Reef.
To me, that's a plus. Like I love that stuff. Dude, give me something.
Coral Reef is like when you watch the episode of like what was it?
Full House.
Full House, yeah, exactly. It still looks the same as that episode of Full House. Did they do one also with Boy Meets World too?
They may have.
Coral Reef, I feel like they did. That was the one I was thinking of, but it could be.
Disney is doing something.
But I've not been to my Red Lobster in a while. I'm going to ask Liz when we're done with the show if they've like refurbished it. But like in the last 5 years ago when I went, like it felt like it was still out of the 80s or 90s, and that's how I feel when I'm at Coral Reef. Plus, they're both seafood places, so for me, Coral Reef is my Red Lobster.
All right, Saturday, give us one more. You and Rikki, give us one more.
Oh my God.
Rikki, did you want to go next?
Yeah, I have one. I do have one. All right, so I'm gonna. Why are we naming all the really not great restaurants too?
Because there's not a whole lot of great options.
Because they're chains.
They're chains, exactly. And I'm gonna go with a not great chain here. Actually, it's one that I never eat at, and it's Olive Garden. Because I feel like everybody loves Olive Garden except myself. So I'm gonna go with Olive Garden. And I have my answer, and it is the correct answer, and it is going to be Terralina Crafted Italian at Disney Springs. Again, I feel like it's just okay pasta. It's fine. They have like all the traditional stuff that you look for when you look for an Italian restaurant. You know, they've got the spaghetti and meatballs. They've got the lasagna. They've got, you know, the fettuccine. They have pizzas. They have chicken Parmesan sandwiches. You know, they have the basics. But it's not like standout. Nobody's really talking about Terralina Crafted Italian. Just like I feel like nobody talks about Olive Garden. Although apparently everybody loves the stupid soup and breadsticks, but I again could care less. So
I mean,
is that we went there before a race, right? That night.
We went there, after the half marathon a couple marathons ago. Yeah, and I felt the same way. Like it didn't like. I was underwhelmed. Like I was really excited for this meal. Like Emily had just did like a half marathon, one of her first half marathons, and like I was excited to try it. And like, it just kind of disappointed me. Yeah,
it serves its purpose, which I feel like Olive Garden does. And I'm sorry, Jason, I'm totally slandering on your Olive Garden, and I feel like I'm slandering on a lot of people's Olive Garden. So
I don't hate it. I don't hate Olive Garden. Like it's okay. Like it's fine for me too.
I mean, so it's where I took Elizabeth. I mean, it's where our first date was.
Oh, that's sweet.
So every groundhog,
just say Brian and my first date was also a terrible restaurant in the sense of like it's the traditional chain thing, and it was at Longhorn. So you know, like we did the same kind of thing.
Longhorn either. You guys got to back down. It's fine.
But and it's where Jason and Veronica's first date was too.
Nice.
We're all good. Yeah. We're all good people here.
So I do love the soup and breadsticks and salad at Olive Garden. That's my jam. Like I love the breadsticks, but their pasta, the pasta is a little shaky for me. You know what? The pasta is a little shaky for me at Walt Disney World. It's the Tonys. It's the Tonys at the Magic Kingdom.
Tonys.
That's a good answer. That's a really good answer.
And I believe they have breadsticks at Tonys. I think.
I will say, Brian and I ate at Tony's recently. Well, within the last year, Tony's has had a turnaround, and it was not bad. Brian and I very much enjoyed Tony's, and we said we'd go back. And I hadn't been there in probably 15 years, so Tony's has had a turnaround. We need to go back though, because they have the most amazing mozzarella sticks there. So. Yeah, we need to go back to Tony's. So.
But that's where I get my vibe. Like it's like
I get that though.
It's supposed to be great. Olive Garden is supposed to be great. You got the Times Square location there, you know, on New Year's Eve. Olive Garden's right there. Tony's is right there on Main Street, USA, Times Square of Magic Kingdom. And
wait, Olive Garden's in Times Square?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's got a big location there in Times Square.
It's in Times Square, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
that cracks me up. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I thought it was like in, Podunk, Missouri.
No. There's a giant one in Times Square for sure.
Same company as Red Lobster, so we're really like the Darden company is loving us right now.
They will not be sponsoring the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. We are not getting sponsored by this chain. Oh my gosh, I had no idea about that.
Do you have one, Mike?
I would see. I don't hate Olive Garden, and that again.
I don't necessarily
hate it. It's just whatever you think.
This place, and Paige likes it. Paige likes a lot of these places.
You don't have to hate it. It's just whatever you think of when you think of Olive Garden and you want something Disney-like.
So I would have to say, because we like Olive Garden. Like we go there like on purpose because
Good.
You should, as you should. I'd go
As
there
you
on purpose
should.
too, Mike.
an Italian place that I really like that is easy to get into that we enjoy a lot at Walt Disney World's Trattoria El Forno.
There you go. That's a good one.
But that's one of my favorite places to eat at Walt Disney World. But it's also like undercover, easy ADR. Sometimes you don't even
It
need
is.
to make a day of, and it's not fancy.
Dude, that
like,
lasagna is so good there.
Oh, dude, and it's pretty. Like it comes out, looks like a flower.
And they have actually one of the best pizzas at Walt Disney World too.
Mm.
Yeah, it's super good. I don't know, like I would say Trattoria is like a step up from Olive Garden for sure.
Yeah,
like it's,
okay.
but I mean, it's not like it's not super fancy.
Right.
I mean,
No.
it's definitely a level above Olive Garden, definitely. But like, I don't hate on Olive Garden. Like, I mean, you know, we hated on.
This isn't the hated on show. It kind of turned into that. What do we
Yeah,
hate show? But you know,
it did. So yeah, I would say Trattoria, but I would say it's probably it's not the Terralina's like that. I didn't like Terralina's. Like the service was bad that night, and the food was not.
We had a bad experience that night. I mean, you can't. I always say you got to give a place 2 tries at least. You know that you can't just be. Everyone has an off night there, so hopefully it was just an off night. But man, it was disappointing. That
we had a big group, and it was like marathon weekend. Like
Yeah,
you're running and stuff.
And just for the record, I love the soup salad and bread at Olive Garden. It's our first date. Like we go there quite a bit, but like I was just kind of being funny because like the pastas at Olive Garden are kind of like, that's why I had to go with Tony's there. But should I do my last one, Mike?
Yeah, let's close it out, and everybody's gonna go to dinner after this.
So this is gonna be I'll like kind of combine them, but you'll get what I'm saying here, like a Chipotle / Qdoba, like that kind of like a where you walk in, you build your own kind of
Mexican
burrito.
Subway is what I call it.
A Mexican Subway, yeah. You walk in and you build your own burrito place.
God, I don't know where that is at Walt Disney World.
I have an answer.
Okay.
I do. I was thinking about this one because I was actually thinking about this. It's not like a Mexican kind of meal, but it is kind of like a build your own bowl type situation. And that's
answer, and I thought it was
Canteen.
such a good answer. Dang it.
I'm sorry. I totally stole your answer,
That's
Scott.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Go
Yeah,
for it.
Satuli Canteen.
That was my answer. Yes.
Yeah. That's the right choice there. It's so good, and it is kind of like a build your own bowl type situation. And like I said, it's not Mexican food necessarily, but you know, there's some really good flavors there, and I feel like that's the choice there. Sorry, I stole yours, Scott.
That's okay. That's okay. But that's why I was going now, like, because you can make so many different types of combinations.
You can make so many combinations.
At Qdoba, and then you can do the same thing as Satuli. It's just kind of different style. Yeah, but
it is different. That
was 100% going to be my answer. So now I think I'm going to go with I'm going to go back in time. I wish I could go back to the old Pecos Bill.
Yes.
Yeah, back with the bar, and they had a better menu back then too.
They had the bowls back there. They had the bowls at Pecos Bill too, which were really good.
Yes,
the bar was where you could make up your ground, boy. Ooh.
I know. You could just like load that thing up, and that's why I make, because like that's how it is at Qdoba. My Qdoba, like they know me. That's like Mike's Taco Bell, like every Wednesday for me. And they'll be like, load up the guac, load up all that, and like that's what I'd be doing at Pecos Bill. I'd just be loading all that pico.
They do still have the bowls at Pecos Bill, so that's good to know. They have a nacho bowl, which sounds amazing, and they have a rice bowl. So they do still have bowl, but it's obviously not the same, of course, as back when when you could actually go to the.
You're not loading it yourself with all.
You're not loading it yourself, which is unfortunate. Yeah, but they do still have bowls at least, so that's good to know.
But still, so it feels kind of like comparable, I would say.
It is comparable. I think that's absolutely comparable.
Comparable.
Got it. Yeah.
What do you got? What are you thinking, Mike? I know it's a tough one.
For our newer listeners who are new to this whole thing, people used to like make meals out of the Pecos Bill.
That's true.
They did. That's why we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't have nice things. Yeah.
Seriously.
And I was not one of them. I did not take advantage of that. I might have put a little more cheese than the next guy, but I didn't like load it up to the
I had lots of guac, but I did not make a meal out of it.
The thing that makes me mad though is they do have I believe, if I remember right, they do have a Fixins bar. It's over at Universal though, but they do have a Fixins bar in the Jurassic Park restaurant over there. And I was mad because I'm like, they can have a Fixins bar, but we don't have one at Walt Disney World. What the heck?
It's the only thing I can think of is sometimes they have these build your own bowls at like the food courts, like Art of Animation and Pop Century.
That's a good point too.
And I know I was thinking like Pepper Market. Oh, it's not called the Pepper Market anymore, but
yeah, El Mercado del Coronado.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, good call. Like on the food courts. That's a great pick, Mike.
That's a great call. Yeah.
I'm so hungry right now. Oof.
I know,
I know,
man.
me too.
If you're running, I'm so sorry. My bad.
And I'm working up an appetite. Emily's on the 3rd floor, no elevator, so I'm going up and downstairs with furniture right now, building up that appetite.
I mean, today was a stretch, but I mean, this is one of those shows though, because you can take it a million different ways over the weekend, right? There's so many other restaurants that you could do this, but I mean, I like these shows because hopefully it stirs up. It makes you think about your Disney trips, right? Because, but also hopefully, you know, like if you're on a car ride, like you're gonna be on a car ride this weekend, it's a conversation starter, you know. But it also springs memories, hopefully, like, oh yeah, but remember when we went to Beaches and Cream, or you know, yeah, at ABC Commissary, how about throwing us a couple more fries on that plate? I mean, because it's the truth. Like, come on now. But you know, it's all about memories and conversations with these trips, and hopefully that's kind of what it does for everybody today. And you know, that's all we can do. It's Friday. So Scott,
I love these episodes. They're fun.
These are fun.
This went way better than I thought it was going to when you mentioned this topic. I was like,
I had no idea what we were
going to do
this.
this.
I thought, you know what? Let's try. Let's give it a shot.
That's the great thing about our show. We can make something out of a minuscule idea that we're like, let's go with it, and we're good.
You probably won't get this line here, Rikki, but we're the Avis of the 1980s. We try harder. Because Hertz was the #1 car rental company, Avis was #2, and that was their tagline. We try hard.
Got it.
There you go. Us Generation Xers in the clubhouse this week.
That is not me.
Yes. All right. We're jumping out of here. Have a great weekend, everybody. Don't forget the show is always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney vacation for no additional cost to you. Just swing by the website this weekend over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That one extra click supports us throughout the year with every purchase. So please do that. BeOurGuestPodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so very much to our Patreon supporters. You're our all-stars. You make these shows possible. So this one's your fault. No, just kidding. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. You had a good time with this. You can support us as well. Just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this weekend. We'd sure love to have you. Patreon.com/BeOurGuestPodcast. You can follow us on the social media. I'm at Be Our Guest Mike on X.com, Instagram, and Threads. You can follow Scott in those same places at EpScott. That's EPSCOT. You can follow Rikki in those places at Rikki Nibs, RIKKINIBS. Real quick, Scott, what's happening on the channel, which is Must See Adventures over on YouTube?
Yeah, we're just wrapping up our awesome spring break Hawaii trip. I know spring break, and now we're going back to school, right? Like that's how it works in the YouTube.
That's how it is.
Yeah, that's how it works. Well, they'll always be out there though. But yeah, so cool little ranch, awesome video. But hopefully this weekend we'll have our final day. Just saying goodbye to Alani. I start the episode with the art tour. The art at Alani is awesome. So there's 2 towers at Alani, Mike, and 16 floors. And there's different piece of art at each elevator bank. So think that's 32 elevator banks.
A lot of.
I went up to each elevator bank and took cut videos of all the art, and then throughout the resort. So I do a little art tour in the beginning, go to the pool, and then I love airport footage. So if you curious about the Honolulu airport, check out this episode. It's going to be pretty awesome.
So real quick, could you say like comparison like Animal Kingdom Lodge to Alani? Because I've never been to Alani. Like close?
Yeah. I say,
somewhat close,
like with the color vibe is really similar. Absolutely. Yeah, like with the lodge, like the Wilderness Lodge, Animal Kingdom Lodge, Alani, very, very similar vibe,
very
like
similar,
interior wise. Yeah.
Cool. All right. So check that out. Like and subscribe over at Must See Adventures this weekend. And Rikki, again, you have a gold mine happening in the air over the southeastern United States. But remind everybody how they can follow your social media adventures.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how much of our trip I'll be sharing, but like I said, I don't have anything really in the hopper as of right now for this week, but you never know. But please follow and subscribe to my channels for A Disney World After All. So we've got YouTube, and we've got Instagram, and we've got TikTok, and we've got Facebook. So make sure you go and subscribe to those. That's where we put out all the videos and stuff like that we do. So, just go ahead and make sure you subscribe. But you never know what I could come up with or what Disney may announce and may cause me to have to do something quick and on the road. So we'll see what ends up happening this week. But yeah, that's where you can find me and all my musings on my mini-sodes. So
We want a Minnesota and a Chihuahua 2-year-old and a preacher and a Southwest flight. Just saying.
Yeah, that's
One-off spinoff. There we go. All right, so we got to jump out of here. Don't forget, we want to see you in the clubhouse. We got the clubhouse happening 24/7. It's free for everybody. You don't have to do anything other than come on over. We'll welcome you with open arms. BeOurGuestPodcast.com/clubhouse. That's our Discord server. It's free for everybody. Just come on over, join the fun. It's a great community. And we'll have the live call-in show Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. Phone lines open. We had such a great time with our callers last Sunday night. Let's do it again. That's Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. Be there Sunday night. All right. Jumping out of here, wishing you a great weekend. So for Scott and Rikki, I'm Mike. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. Dude, that was a lot of fun. That was
fun.
That was way more fun than I thought it would be when you first announced it. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we'll come up with something.
We know how to talk, so we can make it work.
We do, and we've been to a number of restaurants, and
those will stretch, but
like I haven't had dinner. I mean, none of us have. I don't think so. Like now, I'm just like really.
No, hungry. I'm starving, and I really want tacos.
And then go get the Taco Bell with the dog, because the dog doesn't eat till I eat, so she's like knocking down.
It's like, come on, all right. Come on, get on that.
No, for real. All right, I'll catch you guys. I'm gonna edit these up.
Sounds good. All right. Have a good night. Good episode. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Bye. I think she was out fast.